Hello, welcome to Black Amethyst Oracle. This is Carmen, and today I'm doing a big old vibe check. We're going to look at somebody's thoughts about you, their feelings in their heart, and what they may be hoping for and intending to do. Action, right? We can look at emerging energy and also obstacles between you, between bringing your connection into its best possible place. And then just some general messages from Spirit, I hope. I saw two hawks diving this morning, and I'm feeling very close to Spirit, very connected. I feel like there's a lot that wants to come through me today. Like it's just a feeling. And so we're going to take a look, and I'll insert a still. You can meditate on your group, see where you are, and see you there. Hi, group one. You chose this quartz, an aquamarine, and the intuitive night goddess tarot deck. I'm going to put that over here. I am going to shuffle and draw for you some cards looking into the energy that the person is bringing into the connection, and sort of what's going on the spiritual level between you. And I'll speed up through that shuffling and drawing process, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, so we have a mouse, space and faith cards, pause, and cosmic journey. Let me see if I can do this better. Do. It's a racket, right? Okay. This looks like the energy of someone, the person this reading is about for you. We have both space and pause here. We have this very nervous energy of this mouse, and we have the cosmic journey, which to me is echoing with the faith card here. You are dealing with a person who, it looks to me like, is either experiencing hesitation or has outright pulled back in order to process and get their bearings. They seem to be a bit all over the place mentally, in their thoughts and in their mind about not just you, but just life. They're trying very much to have faith that things will work out as planned. And I think that is especially with regard to you, especially because I think that this person very much feels like you're good, you know, like you're good, and they don't want to completely let you go, but there is an energy here of, if that's what happens, that's what's meant to be. That is an energy that I'm picking up. I do feel though that this person, you know, leans toward believing that if you are meant to be, you will be. And they just really need to take some time, this pause, this space, and really just sort of work out all the little things that eat away at their own healing process, their survival, to be honest. I feel like this person could be bogged down with the ins and outs of life, the you know, the logistics of making everything work. Like maybe they're just really overthinking everything, and in general as a person, and they want to make some things happen. They want to make some things happen and not just fall into you know, it's easy to to sort of like hitch your wagon to someone else's star. And, you know, I get the feeling that they think you're quite incredible, and that you could really take them places and show them things and help them have experiences that they haven't had before. However, they really want to bring more to the table. This earth energy, and they really want to be able to stand up for themselves and be an equal partner. And I get the feeling that they feel smaller compared to you, and that may feel a little literal here, but you know, just looking at this toadstool and this mouse, and there's just this feeling of lack with them. It's very Five of Pentacles feeling, and I feel that they do feel their star is going to shine, and they do feel their time is going to come, and they do feel that with you many great amazing things are possible, and they really, I just from this, I feel that they hope that that can happen between you, but they do realize that pulling back from you, pulling their energy back in a way is a risk, you know. Okay, let's get into tarot. Look at feelings. Okay. Yeah, they feel this is the High Priestess and the Empress. As far as their feelings for you, it's beautiful. They feel you are powerful and amazing. You have a lot to offer. You're enlightened to many degrees, probably. They see you as someone they can learn from and who can help manifest beautiful things in life. And they would very much love to take a part in that. But at the same time, like I said, they really want to be able to bring something. So their feelings for you are deep and respectful, you know, and the Empress is that abundance and that beauty, and they think you're a beautiful human. Let's look at thoughts. Three of Cups. And the Emperor. At this point here, what I'm seeing is Three of Cups and Emperor talking about them wanting to be able to not have a completely destroyed thing with you. You know, like what they would like to do is salvage and save and preserve the beauty of this connection and the friendship in this connection. So if they've said something like they want to be friends, they just want to be friends, I think it has more to do with wanting to pull back this energy and not lose themselves. And then in here with the Emperor, they would like to they're thinking about ways to show up for you down the line, to be honest. I you know, with these two in their thoughts coming up over space and faith, this is definitely speaking to me about, you know, I'm picturing like when, like, you know, when you're out in space, and not that we've been out in space really, you know, you can just float away from each other. They don't want to float away from each other. They want to maintain some sort of line of connection, some sort of good standing with you. They don't want to burn the bridge, you know. They genuinely mean anything they say. It is definitely on their mind if they're talking to you about how important your relationship is, and that they would like to you know, keep what they can of it, but at the same time they have to deal with this stuff. So if they haven't completely pulled away, this could just also be, like I said there before, there could be hesitation. If you're sensing that, if they're trying to take steps back, they're trying to pull back a little bit. Yeah, it's not that they don't think you're amazing and enjoy every bit of hanging around you and your energy. It has to do with just feeling like they can bring enough, you know, to the situation as much as you do. Like, they don't really know if they can ever bring quite as much as you, because you're on a pretty big pedestal here. But this Emperor, yeah, like wanting to be able, they kind of have faith in the fact that they're going to be able to pull something together, and that you will meet again, and you will be together again, and they will be able to offer you something at some point here, if it's meant to be. You know, there's still that overlying element of like fate and destiny. This person seems to have a bit of self-awareness for sure, and is in touch with higher intuition and their own sort of beliefs. You know, whether or not they've defined their beliefs, they do have like a spiritual bent on their mind, you know, like that's a weird thing to say. Okay. What are they really hoping for? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. They're hoping that after some time and some self-care and focus on themselves, that, you know, they'll be able to bring, like I said, bring to you what you deserve. This is fun. It's always fun figuring out how to lay out. I don't do really anything standard. Every reading is a little different. Let me do one more. All right, I'm gonna do one more for intentions. Oh my God. This is not the kind of thing that I should be talking about probably in the middle of your reading, but I haven't eaten. I've just had a bunch of coffee. So I'm gonna probably have to take a break after this one before the next one. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. Let's start all over here. What do they intend to do? This is the Knight of Swords. I think they want to convey these feelings to you and where they are, and be completely honest about it and clear with their intentions. They want to express to you, you know, everything that I've just said here, and maybe they have. They want to express to you what you mean to them and what you bring to their lives, and how they feel a little less than you, and how they don't feel entirely ready for something big and encompassing. You all seem to have an easy connection. Like it's easy to be friends, you know, like that doesn't mean that, you know, passion doesn't get in the way of a friendship. I just mean that hanging out together and spending time together comes easily. It's nice, you know, it's natural. There's nothing forced. This is someone who brings out, you know, parts of yourself that you like to see. And I think the same goes the other way. Unfortunately for them, I think things may have been coming up that were a little harder to face, you know, like where they really feel like they are in life kind of vibe. Okay. What obstacles are in the way for this person? Two of Cups. Where did I put this? Obstacles. Strength. They just don't feel strong enough for a real meaningful, significant, heavy union right now. The responsibilities of it, you know, the commitment of it, really the responsibility of it, like having to be accountable for the things they say and do. They may be in a more selfish energy. They may be sort of like just really focused on taking care of themselves, like with this Nine of Pentacles, and very much how I feel about this mouse up here. I think that they just aren't in a space that is very giving right now, and they don't feel confident in their ability to make decisions that really are fair for everyone. You know, like they want to be fair, but there's this feeling that you know, anything they do, like somebody's gonna have to sacrifice, you know, like they'll have to sacrifice what they really want to be with you, and or you'll have to sacrifice something to be with them, and they don't feel strong enough for those types of decisions right now. You know, like they don't feel like they're in a mental place to or a clarity space, you know, a space of clarity in which they can feel comfortable with bigger, you know, decisions and small decisions that affect another person. You know, like it's not just them, but another person, and that's, it just feels like a lot of weight for them to bear right now. And what is emerging in this person's healing, I will say? What is emerging for them energetically? Eight of Cups. They have to deal with their own, you know, sadness. They have to deal, they may be feeling sad just because of pulling away from you. This may be a recurring emotion for them, the sadness of not being able to really fully do this with you. They have to deal with that. That's an emerging feeling here, but it also is just the sadness of who they are. Like I get this feeling that it may be a little worse before it gets better. You know what I mean? Like, you get knocked down, you get back up again, and you know, and it's just like it takes a minute to really, you know, get your legs, your sea legs, you know, like you get strong again. It's harder. Like it's like you have to go through the sadness in order to find the light again, and that you it's like taking a step forward and then taking like 10 steps back, you know, like to have met you and to have to be in this position of like sort of giving you up for a sec, you know, it's not a good feeling. It's like they might get caught in a cycle of feeling small and down on themselves just for that alone, you know. Sorry, my phone's doing things. And let me get another one about emerging energy for them. Ace of Swords. They will find clarity. They will find clarity. Ace of Swords. They're going to work through this, you know. Message from Spirit for you regarding this situation. What do you need to know? This is the King of Cups, Spirit of Cups in this deck. There is an enormous amount of emotional fondness and possibly love, you know, if it's okay to say something like that, depending on the degree of your connection or whatever. But like the, you know, King of Cups speaks of here especially a little bit of a repressed emotion, like having all of it and yet keeping it just slightly under wraps, like keeping control over it, having to control your heart. They don't want to you know, they don't want to move in a completely, you know, heart-based space where they're not using their head. They are a head-based person. They want to use their head. It has to make sense in thought and in theory and in rationality and in like the method. Like it all has to add up and make sense. It's very calculated feeling. And yet Spirit is saying for you here, you need to know that this person has an enormous amount of fondness and feeling for you, and that they are sort of holding back, and it's not easy for them, but there is a method here and why. And if you really respect this person, it may be within reach for you to give them the space and also have the faith that you can be together again. I would like to, I guess, just get a little bit about how the next how shall I say this, how it looks moving forward, outcome wise. I hate to do outcomes because we just don't know how long it will take this person and whether or not you even want to hold on. But let's just look at potential. Let's just put it like that. Potential for an outcome here based on what Spirit knows about your connection. Potential for a longer term outcome, or something a little farther ahead, a little coming out of this. What's the potential for this outcome between these two? Okay, if it doesn't want me to pick it up, I'm just going to keep going. Potential for the outcome. Yes, Ace of Pentacles, a new start, a fresh foundation, something that is going to grow and bear fruit. And there's definitely potential here if you're questioning whether or not you should let them go completely. You know, sometimes letting go doesn't mean like shoving them and all their shit out the door and slamming it and locking it. It's just, that's not what letting go necessarily means. It can, but like it really has a lot to do with surrender to, you know, the beauty of the cosmos and the fact that, you know, we don't really know how our energies are pulled together like that. I mean, scientifically, what, you know, how do we know this? Like, it's just sometimes it feels so divinely guided, and you have to just have faith, you know, that if it's meant to be, it will be, just as they do. And I think that's going to be the highest power between the two of you, and probably the most successful path forward if you're to be together and to make this into something substantial, which it looks like you have all the potential for. I just get the feeling that there's a lot resting on maintaining that love in your heart and in your spirit. Like there is, I feel like, in order for this person to feel all of this for you, I get the sense that they do feel a spiritual connection with you, and those don't go away, you know, like life changes, sure, and something else may come along, you know, for either one of you or both of you, and who knows. But the thing is, there is a lot of potential for this to start strong and grow. And one more about this potential outcome, please. Okay, 9 of Swords. That's our sort of really, really anxious and filled with regret and remorse and just upset energy, like really, you know, nightmarish and losing sleep and being super duper kind of messed up. So like there, I guess, you know, this is heavy, but it looks to me, you know, if it were going to go, when I'm looking at outcome energy, potential outcome energy, to be completely honest with you. I see so much hope here. I see faith. You know, I see faith and destiny here. But the truth of the matter is, as far as like this outcome energy here, it's important to acknowledge that just as this could be something that is fruitful and abundant for you, and could turn into a real beautiful, flourishing situation, relationship, connection, there is also the potential that you can, one or both of you, really be dragged down into, you know, a bad place, like emotionally and mentally. Like, you know, I think this is really cautionary for trying your best to be at peace with the way things are. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but I just feel called to talk about that for a second. In fact, I'm going to get a little more on this because, you know, like I said, it's a hopeful reading. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of truth. I think this person is very honest with you. I think that they are just not up to task, you know, when it comes to like being in a thing. And it's nothing about you being amazing or not. And no one wants to hear it's not you, it's me. But this is one of those cases where it's not you, it's them, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's, you know, sorry. I got distracted for a second because my phone's not off and it's making sounds. Advice. How does our number one aquamarine quartz person, what energy would be beneficial, supportive? What energy is here to support you? Dragonfly. For me, this is higher connectedness. This is ancient messages. This is ancestor messages. You know, people have their different ideas about dragonflies, and if you know me, you know I'm animal totems and spiritual medicine and animal medicine is big for me. So I'm just going to talk to you about something beautiful about a dragonfly. Okay. I had a cat, and her name was Lou, and she was, I'll just say the circumstances of getting her were funny. Like, it was a whole thing. It was first there were these others, and then there was her, because the others was a bad scene, and it sounds terrible, but the point of the matter is I ended up with the cat I did not pick. I ended up with a cat that picked me. And when I was packing up to move from one place to the next, the door was open and both my cats went in and out, and Lou came in and put at my feet, she had come up 2 flights of stairs outside and put at my feet a dragonfly, unharmed. And the dragonfly got up and flew and hit the wall and went behind the couch, and I picked it up and put it out and watched it fly away. It was totally fine, totally uninjured. Dragonflies will bite, and you know, they will struggle, and it was a willful little dragonfly. My cat did not hurt that dragonfly. Everything was fine. It was a gift to me. And you know, I feel that cat and I were spiritually connected. And then later, a bit later, there was an unfortunate incident where I found her in a lot of pain and suffering and in the house, and really wasn't sure what was happening. And we were staying at my grandmother's, and we took her to the vet, and she never came home. That was the last time I saw her. and I'm not really sure what happened and why she died. And when I was getting out of the car, my grandmother's car, when we got back to the house from leaving her there, we left her there and said, please find what's wrong and help us, heal her. Got out of the car and walked beside the car, and in the back window was a perfectly dried dragonfly, dead, and I knew in that moment that it was the end. And I guess what I'm trying to say in a long roundabout way is you have to have faith in your spiritual connectedness. You have to. It's easy to get lost and feel disconnected. I've been through that many times in my life. But if you look for messages, they will be around you. If you feel connectedness, it is true. If you feel connectedness to a person that is beyond just your basic fleshly like wants and needs, and your basic like boredom, and your basic attention needs and stuff like that. Like if you really feel a deep spiritual connection with someone, you don't have to question that. That is true. It is true for you. We create this reality that we are in, and it takes more than one of us to do it, is the trick. We can't all just be happy all the time. There's a lot of suffering involved in being people. I have more dragonfly stories, but that's the one that that popped up first. And I guess what I'm trying to say to you is, if you find yourself in this energy now or at any point, the Nine of Swords, the agony kind of energy. I mean, Nine of Swords is so uncomfortable, and I've been in it so many days and so many nights of my life over love. And I can't convey to you enough that Spirit really needs you to know that you are protected and you are guided. And if this connection is meant to be, if the two of you are meant to expand your enlightenment together and grow together, then Spirit is not going to let you be completely severed. And relationships take many forms, so you can open yourself to the beauty of what you find so wonderful in the connection, and let it be, and try to allow this person to hurt and feel suffering if they do. And you may not know it, but you may feel it from afar. And you just have to trust that this is the process. This is the process. And that's what I have. And if this has resonated with you and this is your situation, I just want to, send to you right now just this confidence and connectedness that I feel, just so that you can trust and be at peace as well. All right. Okay. I wish you the best, and let me know how this feels to you, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Hi, group 2. You chose this hematoid quartz and chrysocolla with a SERPENTFIRE deck. I'm going to do my best to keep the format the same as the last one, but I do want to say, I kind of let the reading lead, so we may encounter a different path. So, all right. The first thing I'm going to do is get some oracles looking at the energy of your person and what they're bringing to the connection. Okay, and I'm going to speed up through that. I'll talk to you soon. So, group 2, you have smoke screens, cosmic egg, flow, ideation, and courage. This is the energy of someone who is really reaching and really trying to make something of themselves. They are struggling with, it's almost like just maturing, just growing, just like they have kind of a fresh feeling, like a newbie kind of feeling. Maybe they're younger or just emotionally younger. The courage is talking to me about they're really, and smokescreen here, smokescreens and courage are talking to me about them really needing to just sort of like, what do you, like, attune to who they really are. They're still kind of like a finding themselves type of person. However, they go really well with the flow, and they have a lot of energy, like good, no, a lot of energy. They have a lot of forward moving, upward moving energy. They are adaptable. They want to kind of like embrace the highs and lows. They want to kind of go with the flow. They want to see their ideas come to fruition. Like they've got a lot of this sort of energy to move forward, move ahead, move up, move on up, you know, like move and not stay stagnant and not stay stuck. And that can make them a little like difficult to pin down sometimes. But all in all, with the cosmic egg, there is most certainly so much inside this person, so much to unlock, so much potential, so much just waiting to be unveiled, sort of, you know. Like this is a person who has a really lovely, positive energy. You know, over here with smoke screens, I think they struggle with, I think I may have said it already, like kind of just like knowing exactly who they are. And I think they're finding that in their relationships with other people. Like we mirror and we see, you know, it starts with our parents and our families and then our friends and our relationships. And they're still in the process of figuring out like who they really are. And I get the feeling that they still surprise themselves a lot. They have, like I said, this very fresh newbie kind of energy. They have this very like wonderstruck kind of energy. It's very positive and optimistic, their energy. Like it's as far as like coming into this connection with you, like your connection or situation or relationship, whatever's going on between you, they are going to approach it with the same energy they're approaching everything in life right now. They're curious. They're being courageous and strong. They're making an effort to go with it and see where it goes, but they don't seem to have a real set idea on how it's supposed to be or what it's supposed to look like or feel like. It's just kind of like they're learning as they go, and they sort of embrace that. So with you, I can see different ways this would manifest in a connection of depending on what's going on with you. But there's definitely in their energy, I can see how it could make a person wonder what's going on, you know, like are they into me or not? Like they're here and then they're not. Like there could be hot and cold because they're like a little kid who's got like a whole bunch of different options of things that are exciting. And that's how they sort of are in this energy here with life. That's what I'm getting. So the next thing I'm going to do is tarot. Okay. This is, we're gonna look at them real good. The script, whose person? Tell me about their thoughts, feelings, and their energy and intentions. All right. This person. Let's look at their feelings and their heart. Two of Swords. Feelings. and the Magician. Yeah, they feel like they feel like anything is possible. They feel like they could go in any direction, and that's exciting to them. They feel a little unsure when it comes to the relationship, about whether or not they should, you know, lock in and go with it, or keep a little bit of distance and go with it, like let it kind of unfold. I think there's manifestation in this Magician here. There's this energy, especially over this cosmic egg, of like anything being possible. So I think in their feelings, they're feeling like this between you could be enormous and huge and amazing and like everything, right? But are they even ready for that? Like there's like this whole question about whether or not, you know, this is the thing, and this is good, is whether or not this would keep them from pursuing, you know, this great life that they still feel, you know, is ahead of them. And it comes with youth, you know. I think this sort of like fresh outlook where anything's possible, and they have that, and they don't want any relationship to get in the way of that. And here, yeah, like as far as feelings, they're feeling a conflict inside around about how far to take this, and how to manage it and still become everything they're meant to be. They do, however, feel, I think, a great sense of in this connection, ability, like potential for growth and power. Like they definitely feel that they feel your energy. They feel it, and they, in a way, they kind of feed off of it, but they're just, you know, okay, so I just got this feeling of they're so confident, you know, like at least whether it's internal and you haven't seen it, or it's external and that's all you see, like at some place in them, I'm sensing like a lot of confidence, even though there's this conflict around a decision and how to do things and going with the flow and like not really taking charge. There's a lot of confidence around the desire to take charge and the desire to create the life they want for themselves. And I think in this relationship, it applies as well. Like they are sort of moving cautiously, it looks like, going with the flow, but cautiously. And, you know, they're not going to throw all their eggs in one basket, because it's really essentially like they feel like it's early in their journey. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at their thoughts. Their thoughts, what's going on in their mind, the types of thoughts they're having about you and your connection. 5 of Cups. More thoughts. When they think of letting go and just not doing this, because they do, I think they go back and forth about like whether or not they should be doing this. When they think of not doing this, it makes them feel that they'll be leaving, that they might be missing like something really amazing. They do think about it. They think about what it would be like with you and without you. And I get the feeling that when they think about being without you, they worry that they'll miss out on you and something beautiful that you add to their lives. I also get the feeling that when they think about being with you, they worry about the things they will miss out in their lives because of being in a relationship with you. So there's just a lot of sort of like mental wavering on being with or without you, and what that leaves them with. More thoughts from this person. The Moon. Yeah, they're kind of confused. They're trying to like trust their intuition and just stay in the moment and stay in the flow. But they're definitely a bit confused about how to move this, how to take it, what they want to accomplish here, what they want to do, how they want to, you know, the last thing you want is to feel like you're in back burner energy. And I don't think they want to put you on a back burner either, but they definitely, you know, they just haven't decided whether or not to bring this to a full boil. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And then what are they hoping for? What are they hoping will happen between the two of you? This is an Eight of Pentacles. This is growth and, you know, learning from each other and having a, you know, whatever it is between you be meaningful to you both. Having something that, you know, that benefits you both, you know, like in a sense of learning more about each other and yourselves. Like their hope is that regardless of what happens, they've got a very flowy attitude about it, but their hope is that regardless of how you proceed, that you both will come away better for knowing each other, or come together better knowing each other, you know. Oops, let me look at what they intend to do. What do they intend to do? Change, transformation here with the Death card. And of what, let me hear more about their intentions. Page of Cups. Their intentions at this point are to keep growing and transforming. Their intentions are to, you know, release anything that isn't serving them. And as long as it's you know, all good in the hood, like they're moving through it. You know, they want to be born again and again. They've got like a real, like it came up here as well, like they've got this real kind of energy of just like next leveling it, you know, like through life, like being, you know, I'm picturing like a set of stairs leading up to the clouds, you know, and they're just like taking big jumps, you know, and they want to go up, they want to go forward, they want to go up. They've got a real kind of motivating fire, and they want to experience the changes of life and the transitions in life, and going from this part of themselves to the next part of themselves, and really just taking it for what it is along the way. And with the Page of Cups here, I believe that as far as intentions, isn't that what I asked? No, intentions. What did I ask? Oh yeah, their intentions. They do intend to stay sweet with you, stay honest with you, stay gentle with you, respect your feelings, be a loving presence in your life, show warmth to you, and to take that from you as well. And what, let me see, what is blocking, what are some obstacles here in this connection? Obstacles. What do they see as obstacles, or what obstacles exist for this person? Okay, I'll take it. I wasn't gonna, but Five of Pentacles as an obstacle, and then another for obstacles. Seven of Cups. Okay, so straight up obstacles, Five of Pentacles, they may feel, even though I believe they come off as confident to you in many ways, and probably to a lot of people, they're deep inside, I believe they do have an obstacle, a hurdle of worthiness. You know, like this is a person who, it's not like they don't feel they're worthy. It's that they don't have enough to offer, like substance or practically, you know, like I get that, you know, that their self-esteem isn't too bad. And if it is, they're so good at being courageous above it that even I am not picking it up. Like it's not about like that. It's that they don't necessarily feel that they're where you are in the day to day. Like maybe you're more kind of like together financially than they are is kind of what I'm driving at. Like they don't really know that they have enough for you, you know, like they want to feel like they have something to share. But I mean something tangible, something practical, something, you know, like a home and and taking you out and like do you know, all of that kind of thing. That's an obstacle for them, like where they are and what they feel they have, what they have to offer. And I don't mean emotionally, but you know, physically, you know. And in Seven of Cups, another obstacle is just their mind, their imagination, like really running away with all the possibilities, that the ways this can go, but also the ways that are ahead of them, the unknown ahead of them, and all these fantasies they have of what life can be. And I don't mean to be like an old cynic or whatever, but they're not very cynical, you know, but like they still believe everything's possible, and they fantasize about it, dream about it, and imagine it. However, you know, you may be a little bit more like, well, you know, let's rein that in, calm down, like, you know, with this person, like there's this energy that is very like vivacious and fiery with them, and it's very like go for it kind of energy, but it's also like, you know, it can be like go, move forward, move ahead, like let's try this, let's try that. But as far as like getting locked into one spot, that makes them a little uneasy because they've got this big imagination about all the things. Okay, let me look at emerging energy for this person. What is emerging in this person's energy for number 2 for circle? Emerging. 9 of Pentacles. They're getting it together. They're really like learning how to take care of themselves, learning how to you know, just kind of stand on their own and get what they need and get what they want, and they're kind of taking that power. And as far as like here where an obstacle is feeling like they don't have enough, they're emerging, they're getting into an energy of feeling like they can get a handle on this stuff. And then another emerging energy. Wheel of Fortune. This person, you know, this is with this flow card up there. This person just really up here believing in great things, you know, like believing that they still I say still because I'm an old, I'm terrible. No, like I think I'm sorry. I don't want to like put my own like inclination toward this energy like onto you, but I have natural reactions to energies that I confront here. And so yeah, this is a person who's just like believes in luck and is like feeling lucky, and they're like, you know, just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Like that's just really where they are. It's very youthful. It's a little irresponsible, but they're working on that, and they're seeing that is what needs to happen just in their lives in general. But this is, you know, regarding you and emerging energy toward you. This getting it together stuff is going to dictate where that puts you in their mind and life. And then like this Wheel of Fortune, feeling lucky, they really just feel like if you and they are meant to be together, that if you're destined to be together, that's a ride they'll take with you. They're very kind of easy come, easy go about it, which is a really annoying energy to be caring for sometimes, because it's like, no, fight for me, tell me you want me, tell me you love me. But this is a person who's kind of like, you know, at this point in time, a little, you know, all over the place, like with their energy, like as far as like they need to rein it in. They've got a kind of a bit of a wildfire and a huge imagination to deal with. And I will get one more animal here because I did it in the last one because they had a doozy and I wanted to you know, just give them something else, but I think I'd like to do it here as well. So another animal, just about this emerging energy, advice from Spirit for you. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know moving through this connection? And you got the cheetah. Okay. So cheetahs being, you know, the fastest land mammals, and that's their reputation, and it's always about this quickness. It's always about this quickness. My message for you that I'm getting here is that you will lose focus on your own drive and in your own trajectory if you try to rush this person into something. You can't do it. You can't do it. They have to manage their own fire, and you can set your own boundaries and, you know, move through this to your own comfort levels for sure. Like, you know, it's on you. It's up to you how much you know, accept or tolerate or put up with, or however you want to put it. Or it's also up to you what you let go. It's up to you what you keep. It's up to you how you you know, take this energy into your world and what you do with it. And as far as like the connection itself, like advice from Spirit is, you don't have to rush this, because if you try to rush this, it's not going to help. It's really not. They're not going to respond well to pressure. I can tell you that. But like this energy is that if you may be missing your own destination, your own like spiritual sort of like path, if you're so busy running around trying to figure out this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like your focus and what you want to have and bring into your life should be stuff that is with or without anybody else. You know, it's a solo trajectory. Even if you have a significant other or, you know, family or friends that are all in the picture and they're all like around you or whatever, ultimately you go through this life, you're the one exiting when you exit by yourself, and like everything you do along the way is for you ultimately and your growth, and you don't want to just bypass what it is, you know, the stops along the way that you're supposed to be making, just because you're focused too much on what this person over here is doing and what they're adding or not adding to your life. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. There is one more message. This is that, how do I say this? This is that if this doesn't work out and you find yourself on your own, away from this person, disconnected from this person fully or partially or whatever, if this doesn't go into full romantic committed relationship, what I am hearing that you need to know is you will forget about it. It's not it may, however big it's felt, or if there have been moments of pain or anything like that, I am getting for you that this will not be as difficult to let go and move on from as you may feel at times. You'll change, and your opinion of the situation and your opinion of the person are likely to change too. So embrace your own evolution here, okay? And that's just what came through. I hope this found you some kind of clarity, resolution or something. Let me know for sure. And yeah, see you next time. Hello to the third group. You chose the Sodalite and the Shaman's Dream Quartz with green chlorite inclusions. I'm lighting some mugwort, sorry. I'm still on a quest for something that burns right. And you chose the Naked Heart Tarot, which I don't think I've used lately. It's a lovely deck. The first thing I'm going to do is get some oracles, looking at the energy that the person in your mind or the person this reading is about is bringing into the connection. So I'll speed up through all of that because it's a bit of a process, and it's more important that I meditate and get what I need to get than me talking to you through this. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. So number 3, you have here full circle, gazelle, confidence, trust, and truth. Let me tell you a little bit. Ooh, I just got chill. A little bit about the energy of this person, what they're bringing into your connection, your realm. Wow, I am just fully chilled. This is good. Okay. Here we are. I'm in it. Okay. So first of all, I'm just going to start with Gazelle and just tell you that this person is in a very vulnerable state with you, and they're trusting. They're into it. They feel good about it, and they feel they are seeing things very clearly. They kind of know the way forward, and they are letting go of some things from the past, or something from the past. They're letting go and fully embracing something new with you. This could be a return of someone, you know, letting go of the past and trusting again. There's definitely that energy here. This could also be, you know, just somebody who's sort of like dropped off some of their baggage, and they're ready, and they're feeling good again. They're feeling strong again. They're confident. They're really trusting in you and the connection and whatever has pulled you together. They have a lot of sort of innate faith in that. And then with this truth, you know, I get the sense that this person is very much ready to embrace the next, you know what I mean? The next chapter. This looks like relatively new or new again, and somebody who's pretty happy about your coming together in whatever way that you have at this point, and yet, you know, you can be happy to be moving forward, and you can be feeling that you're getting clarity and you're trusting everything and you're feeling good and strong, and still yet, you know, recognize that you're in a vulnerable position. And that to me is just speaking of how much they really genuinely feel for you. They know that they're putting their heart on the line a little bit if they go in with you, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing I'm gonna, whoa, messed up my stuff. Next thing I'm gonna do is look at tarot. Okay. All right. Okay. First, I want to see feelings. I just got I promise I don't have a medical condition, but I just got like a flutter in my heart when I began to think the word before I said it. Feelings, they're feelings for you. I got a heart flutter, and I think I'm okay. But I think you give them flutters, you know, in a good way. Feelings, they're feelings for you. Strength. I'm getting protective, courageous. They're feeling strong coming in with you. They're feeling divinely protected. They're feeling protective of you. So, you know, on the flip, lions eat gazelles, I think. And, you know, for them to be feeling this vulnerability, that is the flip of this sort of like courage and strength moving forward. Like, I believe that this person is really feeling the vast array of emotions involved with like something very, you know, deep here. I think I just hit the camera. Okay. Feelings, their feelings in their heart. Let's look in their heart. That's all they're feeling about number 3, Soda Lake. All right. Ace of Swords, they're feeling clarity. And this Ace of Swords, again, you know, I told you there's a fresh energy. There's a new or new again energy. And it has to do with coming in with clarity. They feel clarity. It's different than thinking it. It's different than, you know, knowing it even. It's just this feeling, like they're trusting their instincts, and they're feeling confident about you. They're willing to be vulnerable. They're feeling strong. They believe they see the truth. Everything is looking great. Anybody else ever suspicious when a reading doesn't have any problems? I don't want to jinx us. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to talk. All right. Thoughts. What kind of thoughts are rattling around inside this person's head? What are they thinking? Let me ask. What are they thinking right now about this connection? 6 of Wands. They think this is the good stuff. They think this is, you know, something that you get when you've won, you know, like, I don't want to call you a trophy. They feel a lot of respect toward you and a lot of admiration, and they think you're really the best. They think you're the tops. They're super feeling stoked about this energy. Let me just knock on this window for these dogs. Hey, shh. That won't work, but I tried. Sorry. All right. More about their thoughts. Yeah, 6 of Wands energy for their thoughts is pretty wonderful. They think very highly of you, and they think that your connection is like a win, you know, like it's like woo, like I'm gonna look better, feel better, everything's gonna be better this time. Or I heard this time, I wanted to say with this person, but I did hear this time. I don't know, like it could be for after baggage has been dropped and they're like on to the new with you, and it's like, whoa, you're way better than that other situation. Or it could even just be, you know, like I'm back for you because you are the only one for me, and I'm here now. That's a thought that I just got. More thoughts. Oof. Sorry, I keep getting strong hits. The 2 of Wands for thoughts. They're thinking about actions, you know, they're thinking about making all the thoughts and feelings real, you know, materializing the passion and the drive and the creative forces between you are sort of on the table, you know, and they want to like, they want to see what it do. You know, that's what they're thinking. They're thinking about what this is gonna do, and how going forward with you, and in this very decisive action is you know, comes with two of wands, very like knowing what you want kind of action. And I think, you know, especially over trust, they're trusting that. Look at that. I think that matches really well. In this truth and stuff. Yeah. Their thoughts are, they're thinking a lot about the hows, you know. They know they want to. They think about that, the fact that they want to and what you are to them, and then they also like are thinking about the how to. They already know why, you know. Okay, and then this last card over here, I would like to ask, I have my questions written down. Hope. What are their hopes for this connection? Hopes. The star. I mean, that's the hope card. They got all the hopes. The star is the hope card. They're full of hope. They're full of, you know, they're reaching for excellence with you. They're reaching for the beauty with you, and all the spiritual connectedness that comes from a deep, fulfilling love. They have hope that this hope will lead you both to your destiny and a better life and everything about what you want, and just really making it all real and making it happen. There's yeah, there's a big, you know, the star, the navigator, like, yeah, they just hope that you will both find your way through this to like this greater kind of life, and this, and just deeper fulfillment. Like I feel, this is crazy, I just saw like a star. I mean, this isn't how it works. It's not a star that's falling. It's a meteor. But like, you know, when you think of like a falling star, you know, coming in and like crashing into the ocean, like, I know that's scientifically not what's happening there, but when we think about that, I think about the star going to the depths of the sea, you know, and I think that this is a hope that has a lot to do with depth and the journey, and like the darkness and the mystery, you know. There's just a lot of hope. This dog, you guys, 1 second. Screaming at my dogs through the window. Okay. Their intentions. Show me the intentions of this person. 4 of Wands. Oh man. They want to build the base with you, the solid foundation. They want to go for it and make it all, make all the dreams come true with this, you know, like this 4 of Wands. My goodness, that's they want to be completely in sync with you. That's the 1111 card, you know. Their intentions have everything to do with putting the roots down and building the foundation with you, and becoming, you know, a thing. like possibly married, you know, or whatever your version of that is. Like they got it all here in their intentions. They intend to let the sun shine on this happy feeling and let it multiply, and their intentions, more about their intentions. What do they intend? 7 of Wands. This speaks to me about boundaries, and it's not the, you know, the sweetest looking card here, but there's a piece about protecting you all from the rest of the world. I don't know specifically how that will apply. If you've been together before and other influences affected your connection, or in the past when they've had relationships, perhaps other influences affected how it went, you know what I mean? I get the feeling with this card is their intention is to move through this without, with boundaries around the relationship, like not allowing friends, family, exes, possibly kids, like anything get in the way. And I keep hearing this time, you know what I mean? It has to do, and it could be this time with them again, or this time as opposed in comparison to like everything before, you know, like this is the one feeling. This is the one feeling. I'm protecting this relationship at all cost. No one will come between us. That is the feeling that I'm getting. Okay. And what are obstacles? Are there obstacles in this connection? Obstacles. Obstacles for number 3, the solar light. Ace of Cups. Are there obstacles? And the Spirit of Pentacles is the King. Okay. Now these are very positive cards, so to read them as obstacles, this is, here's the trick. Here's where the mediumship is about to kick in, right? I am feeling here that what they may deem to be an obstacle, or what Spirit is saying that one or the both of you may be finding to be an obstacle, is keeping the love fresh and the passion fresh with this Ace of Cups. Like, you know, over time, you know, we get used to each other, things get a little like routine, and you know, you don't want to lose that. There's a lot of excitement in the beginning, and this person is feeling, like I said, this feels newer or new again, and this person is feeling a lot of excitement, I can tell, and like real kind of like fluttery, like I said in the very beginning. And I think that there's like a, you know, an obstacle around keeping things new and fresh and passionate and sweet. I think that also there's the element of the obstacle of not getting lost in each other. Like you don't want to, like, because the Ace of Cups can very much be self-love too. You don't want to give everything to the other person. And I think that goes for both of you. But this person, you know, they have to temper that feeling, because I think it would be in them very easily and well to give too much, of themselves and be hurt, you know, if they're vulnerable in this gazelle energy. And you know, there's just this feeling that, you know, there's both you know, this feeling of needing to keep it fresh, to keep you happy, to keep you interested. They don't want you to become bored with them. You know, maybe something in their past relationships has happened where some things got stale, I sense, but like it could have been between you or someone else. But like, at any rate, they don't want to slip into stagnant, energy that isn't like full of all this like excitement and love. And they also struggle with getting completely lost in a connection and into and giving to another person. That's what I'm getting. And then the King of Pentacles, I think they may have some struggles around their accumulation of assets or money. Like an obstacle being, you know, I just get the sense that they're not like 100% where they want to be in their sort of career or finances, etc. So like you know, that's a thing. Like they don't want you to turn away from them because they don't have everything that, you know, you want. And maybe you would want to, or anyone would want like a partner to bring to the table, but you know, maybe that's not as important to you as it is to some people. We got a lot of influencers out there in the world today making people feel like their worth is attached to what they have and the materialistic you know, their possessions and things they have to give and offer and the ways that they can spoil you materialistically. But I think that you know, if that's not something that worries you, you could ease their mind on that front in conversation. But you know, yeah, I think that they feel just a little wary of trying to keep it all together, like in the sense of building the foundation, like that 4 over here, like building that foundation. They do feel an amount of pressure when it comes to being a provider and such. And the thing is, I don't think, you know, this is the king, and I do feel that they're getting it all together, or they've got it all together, and like they just need to know that it's enough, you know, like the obstacle here, the hurdle being like, and them feeling like it's enough. I think this person would give you everything. Like I said here, they have to concentrate on not giving you all of themselves. And I think that they would spoil you rotten if they had the ability, or maybe they do have that ability, but that's something that they want to be sure they're not being loved for that, or taken for that, or given everything away of themselves, like financially and emotionally, to another person. They're trying to control themselves in that respect at this point. Okay, now I want to look at emerging energy. What's emerging? Three of Pentacles. Just you could potentially be putting something together to get together. Like this is, you know, Three of Pentacles is collaboration, and these ants are working hard and they're carrying their pentacles up the slope. But what for you, this emerging energy just speaks of you both you know, climbing together and creating together, and aptly over this 4 of Wands, like really working together on the life. Like this may mean moving in together, actually. Finding a way to merge your lives in a way that works well for you both and actually is productive. And that seems, my hit is that it's possible with you two. Uh-oh, I flipped a card and I didn't mean to, but I'm just gonna say it's the Heart of Cups, and I just want to bring it out anyway. The heart being the queen. A lot of unconditional love, a lot of nurture and caring, and I think that is, I believe that's your card. I think that's emerging from you. Emerging in your energy is concern and care and unconditional love, and just this nurturing, beautiful, inspirational, what's the other word I want to use? Intuitive love. I think you provide for them like a sense of serenity and safety, and they're you know, we had this truth and this trust, and I think you're giving them a place for that. And one more for emerging. Sky Father, that's the Emperor. Yeah. Their energy emerging in this situation is real owning it, real showing up, real being that boss, like the king of all the kings, the you know, doesn't have to be masculine. I mean, Emperor energy is just power and control. Like they're emerging as like, I hesitate to use like gender stuff, but it's like being the man, you know. And I mean, I say that, but I've definitely I feel king energy all the damn time. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I do. And like I'm a woman and a feminine one, but 2 degrees. But you know, I think that for them, regardless of their own gender, like they're really like you know, forgive me for saying, manning up and showing up and like, you know, being confident and secure and owning it and going with it and being there for you, you know. That's what I see. Beautiful. And because I did with the last 2, I'm going to get one more animal energy here for advice for you moving through this connection. Something Spirit wants you to know, the type of energy you can embrace. Lion. Okay. Sorry, I had it upside down, the whole deck. This is lovely. This lion is about strength and peace, and actually I've been meditating on this card for a while, so for it to come out is really perfect with the Emperor here. And with this Queen of Hearts, I'm telling you, this lion is a message for you from Spirit about, you know, just anytime anything is dragging your energy down or putting it into a blender, you know, breathe, you know, this is about patience and peace, and you can breathe and meditate and find that and realize who you are and realize your power. Like every single time you start to get thrown off kilter a little bit, if it happens in this relationship, just remember who you are. Like, just be like, you know what? It's all good. I'm good. This person loves me for XYZ reasons. Everything's going to work out fine. I'm going to be a boss either way. This is self-mastery, this card. This is about, you know, just really being in your own personal power. So I think it only makes you that much more beautiful to this other person and to the world and to the spirit realm. Everything about just sitting in your own beautiful energy and regally owning it, you know what I mean? So that's some stuff I'm feeling right here anyway for emerging energy for you, and advice for you is to just keep doing what you're doing in any way that is bringing you peace, serenity, anything that is giving you the power to love unconditionally, the vision to see the best in people and this person. This is all good and beautiful. You're amazing, and this person is absolutely awestruck by you, I get. So that's what I'm seeing, and that's where I'm leaving that. And let me just see if there's anything else from this lion. Okay, yeah, take it in stride. There's no rush. I don't sense that you're necessarily trying to rush into anything, but I just felt a message about taking it in stride, which to me is just, you know, would you ever watch a lion walk? Like, they got swagger, you know what I mean? Like, they walk and it's seductive and sexy, and like just the way their legs move. If you could find a video, watch a lion walking. It's it's so confident and beautiful and just like relaxed. They're so, if you watch them just kind of walk, and they look so heavy and so powerful and yet so controlled and like chill and like relaxed. And I guess that's just what I wanted to say to you. All right. Thank you, group 3. I hope that this was good for you, and I hope I see you again. Bye.